Elizabeth going like this. And I still have Catherine. There's still that mother energy that was making me feel that she passed to cancer that I haven't gotten back to yet. And then I'm also getting James, call him Jim, and then there's other people stepping in. So I'm just going to take them as they decide to step in and make their connection with me. There's so many people here. Okay. I know that I felt Mary for you guys earlier, so it very well could be that I come back to you, but I was just feeling her so strongly because I was connecting with her mom at the time. Who recognizes the name Henry? It's very clear to me. Henry, older generation, uncle to somebody. Once you guys, do you recognize it? It's an uncle to somebody 2 or 3 generations back. Do you recognize it? Okay, I'm going to leave it because it's just somebody coming in to bring somebody else in. Okay, and what about Margaret? She's very clear. Margaret, do you recognize that? Somebody you were hoping for? Okay, because I keep getting the word hope. Okay, so that means that I'll be coming to you guys because she's starting to actually step in. There's a woman and gentleman, and I know that I'm going to come over to Helen and Robert as well because they were already making me feel that they were tied together, so I'll get to them in just a few minutes as well. But as it starts to step in, somebody's putting all this pressure on my chest, they're taking my breath away, and they keep saying to me, congestive heart failure. Congestive heart failure. Do you recognize that? Okay. And who's Robert for you?
Grandfather.
Okay, good. And congestive heart failure, and who's the maternal energy?
My mother.
Do you understand it? Perfect. All right, so I'm coming to you next. Can I steal this chair? Okay, good. Okay. So, Robert that I felt for her, I feel is a completely different Robert. Do you understand it? Okay, but you also raised your hand earlier as well. Even though the Robert that was stepping in for her was making me feel he was connected to Helen, and it's because they were tied in marriage. So this is a different Robert. But again, father energy for support. And you recognize the congestive heart failure? Okay. You were hoping for mom to step in, and she's the one that had the issues with the heart? Okay. She's stepping in I have to sit back here because I don't want that to be screeching, okay? But she's stepping in just behind you. She's saying mother energy to me. She's cutting my breath off, and she keeps saying congestive heart failure. Do you understand it? And she's the one you wanted to connect to? Okay, good. Good. What do you wear in her memory? She said, talk about what she wears in my memory. Okay. When they say that, it doesn't mean that you're necessarily wearing it all the time. It can mean that you wear it on occasion. It means there's jewelry passed down through the family. Do you understand it? And that can mean hers, or that can be her mom's that was then passed down to you or someone else. Perfect. So it just means that message, she's coming through to talk to you, and the message needs to go to her. Because it just means she keeps saying to me, talk about what she's wearing, but she doesn't say who she is. So your sister has it? Perfect. So it's her way of validating that she knows that she's wearing that, and so whether it's always or on occasion. Do you understand? Perfect, good. She's making me feel like my blood pressure is all over the place. Like, I feel like it's all the way up here. Do you understand it? Because when they do that, I'll get an instant headache right here just for a couple seconds, and I'll start to feel really flush. So I know that there's complications with blood pressure. Do you understand? She said my blood pressure was high, my cholesterol was high. She goes, you name it, I ran the gamut when it came to medical conditions. But the thing that caused my passing, and the thing I struggled with the most, was the failure right here, which what she was validating earlier. Do you understand? As far as congestive heart failure. Do you understand it? Perfect, okay? Because she keeps saying to me, this is what caused the passing, okay? So she's standing right here just between you and I. She said, tell her I'm right beside her, but you can see me. Do you understand it? She wants to validate that the sister has that ring. That's why she kept making me feel like I wanted to get dressed in the jewelry. She said, tell her it's okay. She's not going to break it. She can wear it more than what she thinks. So whether she's barely wearing it or she's only wearing it one occasion, it's her way of saying that she wants her to enjoy it. Do you understand it? Okay, good. And what's with the 6th or the month of June? Perfect. Remember how I said I always work perfect. Do you understand it? Because I always want them to say the name, how they passed, and then give you a specific date. So she's done a wonderful job so far. She's just like going and going and going and going and going. But she's given me the 6th, which is either the 6th of the month or June, so it sounds like you recognize it, which is wonderful. Because I kept saying, okay, give me some other validation that you want to say to her. Do you understand it? Her stuff was actually separated and divided. Because she keeps saying to me, you have some of her items. That's how I know. Do you understand it? And then I feel like I'm putting them in different piles. So it's her way of saying that the sister got the ring, but there's other items that you have of hers as well. Do you understand? Perfect, good. Who's the one that either just had the birthday or it's coming? Because she's holding pink and purple balloons and she keeps saying, tell her happy birthday. Perfect. Do you understand it? Okay, good. So it's her way of, you need to say happy birthday to her as well. Do you understand? Good, wonderful, good. That's how I know it just happened or it's just getting ready to. Do you understand it? Is it coming?
Yes.
She said, it's coming, that's how I know. Because I always say, okay, if you're making me feel it's recent, it was either 3 months back or 3 months coming, and I always say, did it just pass or is it recent? And she's like, it's coming. Do you understand? And she's saying to me, it's only like a month or so away. Do you understand? That's how I know it's like April or into the beginning of May. Perfect. So it's her way of saying, oh, it's only a month away. And she's holding these big pink and purple balloons. And she keeps saying to me, she needs to know that my love is with her and that I'm going to spend that day with her. And they all need to know that I'm there in spirit, but she needs to know that I'm there that day with her in spirit. And tell her I said happy early birthday. She makes me feel like you're supposed to pick up the phone and call her. Do you talk to her mostly on the phone?
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect, so that's how I know, okay? So even if you're local and you just don't see each other very much or you're just far away, she makes me feel like most of the time you're like on the phone. So whether that's typing or they always make me feel the ringing and I want to put the phone up, and she's saying to me, tell her after this. She goes, you're gonna walk away and my daughter's gonna want to start doing it. Do you understand it? Okay, so if you choose to do that, more power to you. It's just her way of saying you're gonna be excited about passing the message. And she's saying to me, my daughter has patience, but only so far. Do you understand it? Just means that you're excited about having the connection with her, and you're excited that she's passing the other information for the other siblings. Do you understand? Wonderful. So she's done a phenomenal job. I'm being told I have a few minutes with her, so I'm going to see everything else that she wants to say to me, okay? But she's doing a great job. She just keeps saying, hand her the balloons, tell her happy birthday, and then tell the sister with the ring. She needs to know she can wear it. It's not going to break. Meaning she must think it's very sacred or sentimental, and she doesn't want anything to happen to it. So it's just her way of saying to her, she wants her to be able to actually enjoy it. Okay, good. She's, Robert is just behind her, and he keeps saying, you can call me Bob if you choose, just tell her I said hello. Do you understand it? So it's just his way of letting you know that he's here. He's giving her the support, and it's just him saying hello to you. That's all it is, okay? You had time with him as well? He makes me feel like I want to hug you when I get the words time spent and connection. That's how I know that you had time spent with him, okay? He's saying to me, I've been gone quite a while. So it's just his way of saying it's more longevity as far as how long he's been gone. And that you had a connection with him and you remember the times because you were old enough, but yet you were still young at the same time when you passed. But you were old enough to actually have those memories because of the way he's making me feel. But he's saying to me, call him Bob, I can see him clear as day. And he keeps saying to me, I have my hair back. Do you understand it? Perfect. Because I'm seeing the way he looked just before he passed, and he showed me his younger version, and he's getting all excited, and he keeps saying, I have my hair back, I'm so excited. Meaning he's just happy to have that younger version as far as to him actually choosing the younger version on the other side because of the physicalness. That's all it is. So he's here with her for support, and that's wonderful. There's 2 grandmothers just behind him. They're not going to step in, but they're here for support as well. But I'm only connecting to his energy just past your mom, okay? So I'm going to see if there's anything else that she can say really quick, but she's doing a great job. Because I'm being told I have just a few minutes left with her. She is so full of life. Do you understand it? Like, I'm feeling her personality, and she's very loving. She makes me feel like she was very dedicated to the family, and you felt very close to her, because she's saying to me, my daughter and I were very close. Do you understand it? You checked in on her in the end, because she said to me she always checked in on me, and she always made sure that I was okay. But they didn't expect my passing to happen at the stage it did. They thought they would have more time. Do you understand? So it's her way of saying that she knows and she sees in all of you the heartache that you've carried because you thought you were going to have more time with her. Do you understand? But I also know there was a little preparedness about this because of the way that her system was starting to shut down, because it was the congestive heart failure sitting in the chest. Do you understand it? Perfect, good. So it's just the validation that she's saying is that the family had time to prepare, but you weren't given a lot of time. Meaning that's how I know after that warning was given, there was just a short period of time, and there was something sudden as to when she was actually taken from you, where you guys thought you would have longer. Do you understand it? Good. Because they'll always make me feel, when they start to talk about the medical issues, they'll always start to try to make me feel the progression line as far as the passing. And when the main thing that actually took the life until the time of the passing. And she's saying to me, she struggled for a long time. But that's about the blood pressure. Do you understand it? That's about the medication with the cholesterol and the blood pressure. Then it got advanced, and then it didn't take long at all. Do you understand? Good. So it's just her way of saying the health issues started a long time ago. She dealt with them for years. Then the failure started here in the chest, and then it wasn't very long. Because she's saying to me, by the time she found out, her system was already starting to shut down. But you guys had time to prepare, but not as much as you wanted. That's the way she's trying to explain it to me. Do you understand? Perfect. Good. Wonderful. What's with the grandbaby? She keeps saying to me, okay, this is what I'm going to tell you, because it's a surprise, surprise. There's going to be a new grandbaby soon. That's all I'm allowed to say. Okay? So whoever's child that is, listen, when they say that, it's within a couple months or no more than 2 or 3 years. It's just her way of saying that she's already connected to the soul on the other side, and her way of saying that there's going to be a new grandbaby. But that can be your grandchild or one of your siblings' grandchild. Okay, because it doesn't have to be a grandchild straight down for you. She's just doing this going, yay, there's going to be a new baby soon. Meaning they're all excited about there's going to be a new blessing entered into the family. Do you understand it? Okay, perfect. You have children yourself? Because she keeps saying to me, yes, there's several children. Meaning I know that you have some, and then if the siblings have some. So I know that she keeps doing this. So I know one's coming, so it's just her way of giving the warning of, hey, guess what, somebody, do you understand? Because I'm being told there's some young couples. Do you understand it? Perfect. So you're going to have to send me a message or be like, hey, by the way, guess what? We just found out in October, and you just said that's a couple months ago. Happens all the time. Especially when they give little secrets like that away. I'll get a phone call or a message going, oh, remember when you said back in so-and-so? Well, it's been 3 months, and guess what? We just found out they're pregnant. Or so on and so forth, depending on what information they're giving. But she keeps doing this, and she keeps saying to me that, and she's getting all excited about how there's going to be a grandchild soon. Okay? Again, free will of the other person, but the soul is ready to be introduced into the family. So if the free will is actually chosen between that couple, that means that soul will actually be given and gifted to the family. So it's just something happy for you guys to look forward to. Do you understand? Perfect, good. I can't tell you what it's going to be though. That's a surprise. Sometimes I know a little too much, but I'm only allowed to give so much because they still want you to have the joy in your life. Do you understand? So whether this is a direct grandchild for you or whether it's even you know, like a great niece or a great nephew. That'll be wonderful for you, okay? I just know that that's actually going to be introduced into the family soon. I can see the peaceful wings in front of her chest. She's so loving. She said, my family was everything to me, and they still are. It's just her way of talking about the dedication to the family. Do you understand it? Perfect, good. All she keeps saying is, I need them to know that I continue, meaning she continues to be with you in spirit, and that she's going to be. She's so loving. There's a really, I don't even know how to describe this. Do you have Italian descent back in your family? Okay. Because there's a really old Italian woman just behind her, and tell me if anybody else recognizes this, because it's going to be someone else trying to step in. She's like this short, just behind her, because I'm starting to break the connection with your mom, and there's an older woman standing just behind her. She's got blackish gray hair. She's got a big set of curls around her neck, and she keeps making me feel like I want to eat some kind of gnocchi or something. And I know she's of Italian descent, and I'm like, okay, this is either back your bloodline, back a couple generations, or someone else trying to introduce themselves. So if anyone else recognizes that, please put your hand up, because it might just mean someone else's family line is trying to step in, and I'm going to end up coming to you. Does anybody recognize that? Okay, perfect. So I'm feeling her really strongly. Do you recognize her? Is that a grandmother for you? Okay, I'm just asking, because I keep getting maternal energy. So I'm going to leave it. Do you know all your grandparents? Do you only know up to the grandparents, but not the greats? Do you understand it?
Actually, it was my aunt in Michigan, and she was 94. She's Italian.
Okay. Okay. I'm feeling a mother energy along with this lady, so that's why I'm asking you. But it is a grandmother energy very strong. So whether grandmother or great-grandmother, because it could be an older generation stepping in with her, so I will leave it for a minute. But you recognize the lady that I was describing? Perfect. My guide said there's 13 people with her, and I'm picking up on the grandmother first, meaning there's a grandmother energy back a couple generations that's been gone for quite a while. I keep getting great-great-grandmother, meaning she might be the person that steps through with her for the supportive energy. So I'll wait until I come to you, okay? Because this is what happens. I'm still connected to her mom's energy, and there's hundreds of people trying to talk to me at the same time. And as I start to break the connection with her, I have all these people that'll start to get names, start to feel things, and I'll start to see them. So everyone tries to start talking to me at once. But I'm not finished with her mom, but I'm already picking up on her energy. But there is a grandmother that's going to step in with her. That's all it is. So it's like having all 13 people in that line trying to talk to me at once. It's kind of like, I feel like sometimes I'm like the kindergarten teacher, and I'm like, okay, one at a time, raise your hands. That's what it has to kind of come to a little bit sometimes. And it's just because I'm only open for so long, and everyone wants a chance to talk to their loved ones, so sometimes they just get really eager and excited, and that's okay. So I'm just going to see anything else she wants to say really quick, and then I'll see where I'm moving them. But obviously I was feeling her for a reason as well, so very well could be that I go over there too. My guy just said yes, great-great-grandmother. Meaning the great-great-grandmother is actually with the woman that I was actually just describing now, okay? All right, I'm asking her just to revalidate the things that she said to me, because I want her to make sure that I didn't miss anything with breaking the connection as far as talking about the Italian woman that I was feeling, okay? She's, again, giving me the pink and purple balloons, meaning wishing the sister that has the birthday in a month, okay, telling her happy birthday, talking about the ring and letting the sister know that she can wear it more, okay, perfect. Again, making me feel the congestive heart failure as far as the chest, and just her way of revalidating her health to me. And again, you have to let me know when that baby comes. But it's just her way of giving me the things that she wanted to talk about that meant the most. So not only can she have a connection with you today, but then you can have the connection with the other siblings to be able to pass the information, okay? She shows me the peaceful wings in front of her chest. It's just her way of validating that she's at peace, and she's sending me all this loving energy. And all she keeps saying to me is, My children need to know, even though I'm not there, I love them. And that I'm going to share in their life as much as I can. And they need to know that I'm there for the bad moments and I'm there for all the joyous ones to come. And she's saying that's why she was validating the baby, which is wonderful. So she's saying to me, send that message. Send the message of the birthday for the daughter that she was validating that is having a birthday in a month or so, okay? Yeah, you're welcome. And she just keeps saying, I love you, and she's starting to step out. Wonderful. So those were the main things that she wanted to talk about, because she's saying to me where she feels like